It's your boy Rob, and we are back with the Plant Manifesto, baby. And it's time to do a moss bowl. I personally have such a love-hate relationship with moss bowls, especially this kind. I feel like this is one of the ones that people will mostly use when they're starting out or when they are just beginning. And although this is like old handy and old faithful, it does some wonders. I've just found that when it comes down to stacking these and having the stability that you need to get these to like stack on top of each other, it can be very, very annoying. And in the end, these can kind of like break apart. And once it breaks apart, that's it. So I have my Monstera Adansonii that I already have on a moss bowl, and it's starting to need to be extended. And it's time for me to go ahead and get that done. So let's start doing that. First step is to go ahead and bend this into the shape of the actual pole so that we can go ahead and start putting the moss in. So I got it all put together, but as I was putting it together, I came up with some reasons as to why this is annoying. So first of all, I signed up to take care of plants. I didn't sign up to play origami or like I didn't sign up for freaking chess. I didn't sign up to freaking struggle and argue and fight with this thing to go in there the way that I need it to go. So that is step one. It's annoying that you have to bend this in the way that it does. It's always trying to snap back and it's always trying to slap back into a position. And then thing number two, or reason number two as to why these moss bowls are annoying, these, for whatever reason, as you saw it before, it was kind of curled up. It is curled up and wrapped up in this plastic. So you have to go and you have to scrape off all this plastic individually. And a lot of the times I get lazy and I don't feel like doing all of it. So I'll leave the ones that are in the grates in there because it doesn't hurt the plant. And I just don't have time for it. I really wouldn't be doing this in the first place. So to add on an extra little tedious step pisses me off. But anyway, other than that, we're having so much fun. I'm gonna go ahead and put some moss into this so I can get it ready to go ahead and be attached to the new moss bowl. By the way, I want to go ahead and show you guys the plant that we are going to be extending the moss bowl. Once again, this is my Monstera Adansonii albo, and I know it's time for a new moss bowl because as you can see, we are on the pole and we're pretty much at the top. So I could let this go and let it grow a few leaves before it, but I'm one of those types of people that I don't feel like doing it in the first place, so let's get it out of the way as fast as possible. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that, and we will go ahead and have this extended. So I was looking at the moss pole, and if you can see, I actually have these where the tab itself is folded on the inside, and the one that I just did is folded on the outside. So I did it wrong. So I have to fight with it again. Reason number freaking 4 or whatever as to why these are annoying. All right, so after